Who wants some more sexual abundance? You don't even know what it is, and yet you're nodding your head. Well, with us is a man who helps people gain more sexual abundance in their lives. He's the author of a couple of books, including the soon-to-be-released ebook, From the Living Room to the Bedroom, 6 Steps to Lasting Intimacy and Sexual Abundance. Dr. Bill Bercaw, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks, Kim. Glad to be here.
Thank you. Well, first of all, let's find out, what is sexual abundance? We all want some of it.
Yeah, well, a lot of people have interest in it, and when we first coined the term, I think we couldn't have anticipated just how much interest there would be when people started to hear about this. I think the best way to understand it is when it's with you, when it's part of your life, you're going to be having the best sex of your life because you're also going to be having the most connected sex of your life. So this really makes it the pinnacle of sexual health.
Yeah, well, now we all really want some of this. Okay, so How do we get some?
Okay, well, what we're really talking about here is enhancing intimacy. I mean, that's kind of the big picture. Mm-hmm. And in order to do that, you've got to be able to cultivate a higher level of focus on your relationship. And that's true for any type of change that you want to affect, and especially when it comes to a higher order change, such as in one's relationship. So the best way to raise focus is through the aid of a plan. And the good news is you don't have to come up with the plan. We've done that for you in this book. So what we're doing in the book is really giving couples the most powerful exercises that we've pulled from our program. We call it sexual abundance therapy. So partners can really develop the skills that are required to know what sexual abundance is.
Okay, Bill, tell us, give us an example of one of these exercises.
Oh, sure. Well, they're really very different. And in fact, when people are going through the program, many times they'll say, hey, for this sexual abundance therapy, where's the sex come in? I thought we'd be, 24/7 here or something. And the reason for that is what we're really doing is layering erotic experiences on top of a foundation of emotional intimacy. Okay. So an example of kind of an exercise that would be on the emotional intimacy, the living room side, we ask people right off the bat to think about what must it be like to be married to me or to be in relationship with me. That sets the tone of personal responsibility, and it usually lets people say, hey, I'm probably not a picnic to live with either. And on the bedroom side, one of the things we teach is how important it is to slow down in order to spice things up. Mm-hmm. So we're not the first ones to, come up with this idea, but we do have some fun ways of really exploring it. Mm-hmm. Okay. So we're really guiding couples in experiences that they probably wouldn't normally think to have together.
Right. Now, Bill, tell us, who are these exercises for? I mean, who is this book for? Is this for couples who've been together for 20 years, couples who've been together for a year?
Yeah. Well, both. The only criteria would be that you've got two people who are motivated to make some improvements in their relationship, and I think that's really most people who have been in relationship for any period of time.
Right.
Maybe the first year married couple, they could still be in the honeymoon bliss period, but once you start getting beyond 18, 24 months or so, most people usually are starting to see, hey, we've got some areas here that we didn't quite count on,
sure,
and that could certainly be improved.
Could be improved. Now, tell us at the end, if people were to go through this program, if they're to read the book and do this together as a couple, what can they expect from their relationship?
Well, I think what they can expect is a much deeper quality of presence, and as a married couple, Ginger and I, and certainly I don't want to forget mentioning my wife Ginger, who wrote this book with me. We know firsthand what it's like to be a very busy couple, with both people working, having young children at home, all of the different balls that you're trying to keep in the air. So we really designed this program with that type of busy lifestyle in mind. So when you're done with this program, the idea is you will have found ways to really nurture your relationship, using the metaphor of the living room and the bedroom, nurturing both rooms, keeping both doors propped open so that you can move freely between those rooms. Couples that finish this program report that they're really much more deeply connected. Their sex life is better, clearly, in ways that they couldn't have imagined, because most people usually associate better with more frequency.
Right.
Sometimes there is more frequency. But they're usually describing at the end of our program a richer quality to it, a much more connected sexuality.
All right.
And that's something we're really proud of.
Well, that sounds excellent. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Again, Dr. Bill Bercaw. He is a clinical psychologist, also the co-author of the soon-to-be-released ebook, From the Living Room to the Bedroom, 6 Steps to Lasting Intimacy and Sexual Abundance. There is a free preview available on the website at cacenterforhealing.com. If you can't wait until the second week of April to get that book, I'm sure lots of people can't. They want more sexual abundance. Thanks for joining us.